All right, so I just finished with the beach and I spent like 2 hours journaling and just sitting with my own thoughts and really self-reflecting on certain things in my life that, I took an understanding of. And after I had self-reflected and I came into conclusion, which then is a return. 1 second, I gotta close the window because I know the sound can get very annoying. But yeah, this was very important for me because it taught me a lot, and this was very important to me, and it's something that I really want you guys to understand, is that in life you have a vision and you have a goal and you want to get to something, and you want to do certain numbers in your business, you want to become a profitable trader, you want to get your body in shape, and then there are leeches, there are certain things that happen within your life here that keeps dragging you down, that you keep falling back on. And the main derivatives of this, and the main thing that makes this happen, or for you to fall back, and the main cause, which is FOMO. And FOMO is something that keeps interrupting everything. It interrupts relationships, friendships of your life, friendships and business, trading, and everything in general. When it comes to achieving certain goal, FOMO is the number one thing that will drop, or throw you off and put you in and make you fall back into these old habits which you don't like, and you want to get away from. So for example, there's a relationship that you don't like, all right, and you're in this relationship, and you're not supposed to be in this relationship because you have an ideal character in mind that you want that person to be, but they're not. But you have the FOMO because a lot of your friends are in relationships, and you're like, oh no, I'm gonna be left out, so let me get into a relationship. And then you get up and you end up being in the wrong relationship because you had FOMO. And now same thing with friendships. You see a lot of your old high school homies, or certain individuals in your life that you knew are hanging out, they're going out, they're partying, they're doing certain things, and then you see them and you have FOMO. You have this thing where you're like, oh, I'm missing out. What happens is you go back, and this is a leech. These leeches keep dragging you back, and as you're climbing, they keep pulling you off. And the main issue here is not them. They are already existing there. The pendulums have set them to be out there. These pendulums are always going to swing in front of your eyes, but it's you. It's self accountability. It's you every time you keep falling back on it. And this has happened to me. And these things can be relationships, friends, habits, keeping up the habit of going to the gym, but then you see your friends are like, oh no, we're gonna go out to grab a drink, or we're gonna go out to do this, and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna go there. These are not good. You need to stick with what makes you happy and not what others are doing, because for the moment it may seem like everyone is enjoying, but they're really not. End of the day, if you really say no to that and do which will grant you that success that you want, which is here. And I know a lot of you guys have ambition and goals, whether it be relationships, body, friendships, success, money, and everything. You have certain desires and outcomes that you want, but the fact that you keep falling back on it is what's keeping you back. And it has happened to me, so I kind of get an understanding of it, and I can talk about it because you are on the path to success. And it really, I got into understanding of this when I self-reflected, when I questioned certain things that I was doing, when I questioned going out with the wrong group of people, when I questioned skipping gym for certain things, when I understood that this is the main factor for failure, I was like, no, this has to go. And it's happened to me in trading, and I'm so grateful for trading and starting trading, because the emotional side of things, the psychology that it, the psychological aspects of it that it brought into my life, the understanding, I'm so grateful for it, and I'll always be grateful for it. And shaping your mind into this way will forever guarantee you success, because now you have an understanding that every time you see these short and temporary desires, they're not really good for you. Because okay, sometimes some of these things can be good for you, but sometimes a good thing at a bad time will take you off the path. So you need to understand this. Always when these things are swinging at your face and you see it, and you get tempted to fall back on, you have to just say no. You have to say no. You have to prioritize what's more important for you, which is your goals, and know that the sacrifice of this has to be made. You have to forget about this FOMO, and that's the main important thing. And I'm gonna use this to apply to my life, this mental model and mental frame, because I have used it before. I was never a short-term thinking person, or I never had FOMO. For example, when I was a fat kid, 14, 15, I saw people that were fit, but that FOMO always kicked in, that I was like, oh, they're so much better than me, they're so much ahead of me in life, or they're so good at playing soccer, or they're doing this, or they're doing that. It would always come and sort of try to attack me in my head. And if you let it attack you, that's when you're praying for your own downfall, and you let yourself go through this downfall. But if you say no to it and you reject it to enter your mind, and you have that mental fortitude, and you let yourself be strong, then it really can affect you. And at the end of the day, that these are short-term things that you shouldn't think about, and you should just keep focused on the time being, and have patience. And patience is the main thing. Be patient in relationships, be patient in friendships, be patient in trading, be patient in business, on picking the right business, be patient in taking the right opportunities. There's a difference between being patient and being impatient and agitated and taking the wrong opportunities in life. And you take one wrong train, it's going to lead you to the wrong destination. So have patience and take the right train in life, and eventually that which you want will come for you. The thing that I wanted to get out, I hope you guys took some value out of this. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys at the top. Take care. Ciao.